Welcome to gaming and welcome to this very late review of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Is the remake just a graphical update, or has Beenox and Activision expanded on this classic karting game? Let's start with the graphics. The characters look great. They've retained their classic look with a modern update. The courses have been updated too, but the nicest touch, I think, is the extra animations on the sides of the tracks. Lots of side characters from the series running around whilst you're blasting around the course. The main thing most people were concerned about was the controls. If they were even slightly off, then most people would notice. Thankfully it's spot on, the muscle memory kicks in and you'll be power sliding around in no time. The only thing I would say is I'd maybe have changed the acceleration from the X button to R2, because holding down the X button for an hour is a little bit much. The great thing with this remake is they've added extra courses in from the sequel and some unique ones on top of that. This means there is new content for all. The adventure mode can be played in a classic manner, or the newer version where you pick a difficulty and you can switch character as you play along. The difficulty option is a good addition, as I always found the original was fairly easy to beat. The problem here is they've made the hard mode far too difficult, and even the normal mode can be a little bit too challenging at times. There's some extra cutscenes in the adventure mode, which are a welcome addition to the game. To give the game even more extra life, an online mode has been added. The only problem with the online portion of the game is the fact that it doesn't really work as an online game. What I mean by this is, to win an online race, you've got to be good at the game, of course, that's a given, but you've also got to get lucky and avoid getting hit on your first lap. Usually whoever manages that wins the race. It does have a blue shell equivalent, but it's way slower than the blue shell, and thus doesn't really have a level playing field. And it hits multiple opponents on the way through, so most don't actually see the benefit. You'll find the person that wins an online race tends to be 30 seconds ahead, because whilst they are off power sliding and using shortcuts, the rest of the field is hitting each other with weapons. Still, it's pretty fun and good to see they've added online. It could just maybe do with a little bit of rebalancing on some of the weapons. A few weeks after launch, the Grand Prix mode was added, which is basically a season pass style area full of challenges, but it's totally free. You can unlock new skins for characters and karts, beating daily, weekly or themed challenges. The problem with the themed one is that they're usually centered around a certain course, and everyone will vote for it every time it's an option. I can't tell you how many times I've played the Twilight Tour. You can also visit the pit stop and pay for new skins with the in-game currency that you accumulate after each race. So they're not charging you anything additionally for this game, which is great. It was an absolute joy to replay this classic game. With its facelift and added life, I think Activision and Beenox have caught on something special here. I gave the Crash and Spyro remake 7 out of 10, but I think this one is a step up and I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.